Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and we're a little extra spooky today because we're playing with the Hocus Pocus palette from Colourpop along with the Sarah lip kit and the purple gel liner. And this is a look I came up with today. This is kind of a first impressions, a little bit of a review, and just sitting down and playing with the palette and seeing what we think. I tried to use a good bit of shades from the palette, and yeah, I'm absolutely in love with the lipstick. Such a good combo. So yeah, if you want to see my thoughts on this little scandalous palette, kind of hard to get your hands on palette, controversial almost, just go ahead and keep watching. But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what Colourpop collection that you really love, and have you had trouble getting their limited edition stuff or like launch day issues? Let me know about that below, because this was such a kerfuffle trying to get this palette. Kerfuffle doesn't even describe it. It was a shit show is what it was. Anyway, let me know down below, how do you feel about the Hocus Pocus palette? Do you think it's boring color story, or do you think it's beautiful? Personally, I like it because it's the kind of colors I use. Without further ado, let's get into this video. The struggle to get this palette. Oh my god, the struggle. But today we are playing with the Hocus Pocus palette from Colourpop. And I also have the cream gel eyeliner in Trick or Treat, which is the purple one. And I've got the Sarah lip kit, which is the shades, I think it's called I Am Beautiful. And the lipstick is Sarah, and the lip liner is Lucky Rat Tail. A few things to play with, thanks to my best friend Chandra, who managed to get to Ulta before they opened, wait outside, and get in there and get it. By the time she made the lap around to the checkout, it was gone. So she got lucky, got in there and got it, and after what, 3 attempts to order it online, she managed to get to the store for me on launch day and get it. Most of the Ultas only got like 8 palettes. Yeah, 8 to 10 stocked, and that was it. There was, I think she said 2 of each lip kit, 2 of the lashes, and like 3 of the eyeliners, and 8 palettes. And that was all they had. None in the back. They said they were like hoping it would come on the next truck. Why did Colourpop pull this kind of shit on something they know that was gonna be so popular? That's what I would like to know. I'm a little bitter at them for the way this all was handled. They should have had the stock. They should have been prepared for this. It's not their first rodeo. They're a pre-established company, and I feel like things like this shouldn't happen at their level. But anyway, we got the palette. We're not gonna fuss anymore about it, and we're just gonna jump in and play. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some pretty pictures of the palette on the screen that I took as soon as I got it. It's a video, and I'm gonna decide what colors I want to play with. What really made me want this palette, not only, you know, obviously that it's Hocus Pocus, but the artwork in it is so cute. I love the way they drew the witches, and the thing that people I think were kind of let down about was the color story, and that's what sold me on it. These colors are the kind of colors that I wear. These are everyday colors for me. Like everything I can want in a palette right here. You got the row of green, you got the cranberries, you got some pretty purpley tones, and just some beautiful, really unique, nuanced neutrals. Like there's a really good variety of finishes in here. There's some metallics, there's the sequined formula. The black in here is really cool. It is packed full of little micro glitters, and it has like bronze and goldy green shimmers in it. It is so pretty. And there's even some purple shimmer in it. So it's got like all 3 colors kind of mingled into that black. So I'm really excited. Play with that. I don't know if the shimmers are gonna really stick on the eye because it looks like a matte base, but there's a few of those formulas in here, which doesn't really, I just think they're really pretty to look at in the pan, and if they work on the eye, that's even better. But these shimmers are gorgeous. These mattes are just my kind of matte. I like that you can go down the row and create a look. It's so cool. I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it today though. I think I'm going to use some of the greens, some of the cranberries, that black shade, and we're just going to make a cool little look here and see how this palette performs. If it's anything like any other Colourpop palette, I think it's going to perform excellently. This is also my first time trying one of their lipsticks, the traditional bullet lipsticks. I have a lot of the liquid lipsticks from them, and their glosses I love. I have the eyeliners, I've had some of their lip liners, so yeah, that would be fun to try out. And let's just go ahead and get started, and I'm going to stop rambling and let's get into this look. I've already done my brows and primed my eyes, so I'm down with a little translucent powder because I have very oily lids. They need all the help they can get. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take Full Moon, and I'm going to pop that under the brow bone is kind of a brow bony highlight shade. It does have some shimmers in it, but the way I'm going to apply it, I don't think they're going to show, because I'm just going to dust it right here on the brow bone to highlight. Pigmentation's nice. That is actually really highlighting my brow bone nicely. Cool. Yeah, that's a nice little brow bone shade. Now I'm going to jump over to a Morphe 441, and we are going to jump into Hello Salem. The first shade was Full Moon. Let's take Hello Salem through the transition socket area, kind of high, and see what it does. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little transition shade. Very soft. Good shade for this. Seems to build. This has kind of a cooler mauve-y undertone to it. It's a pure matte. Like, it's like a very, very soft rose color. It's kind of a perfect transition tone for me, for my skin tone. We're up here in like the outer transition. So yeah, I like to use more than one transition shade, apparently. I'm gonna try to use quite a few shades just to really get a feel for everything. I like the undertone of this shade. It's really nice. I'm gonna clean the little brush off and go into On Toast next, which is like a warm, I think that girl shade described this as a puppy brown. I always call these shades like a camel, and it is a matte formula. A little bit of kick up. I'm gonna bring that just a little lower into the transition socket. Ooh, ooh, yeah. These are really like my favorite type of shade for this part of a look. In the transition, that little bit of warmth in there. I love a good camel, and yeah, that builds quite nicely. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Bewitched next, which is the kind of dark olivey green. I'm gonna take that on a Morphe 433, which is kind of one of my favorite style brushes, and start it right out here in the outer V. I'm gonna have packed and start to blend. And just pull it through the socket a little bit and blend it into On Toast. That's looking pretty good. There's nice pigmentation on that shade. These are the colors that I love right here. Mossy forest green. And bring it through the transition here, through the socket. Okay, I'm gonna keep building that up into the socket and transition. So far, so good. Just gonna let that blend up into the On Toast shade. Alright, I'm gonna take a little more On Toast on my fluffy brush again. Just come right around that edge. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. This is a 456. Just really concentrate that shade right here. And kind of bring it out. Those colors work great together. Just to mention, I appreciate this being the soft touch cardboard packaging because the textures are so vibrant that way. Like, you have a slightly raised shimmer with writing, and then this really pretty dark bronzy copper metallic here, and it's very pretty. And then you got like this parchment looking business going on. But I'm really glad they did this packaging and not the plastic, because the plastic one, everything will just come off, like it rubs off, and it's really annoying. I really like the component they chose. It just feels really nice in my hand, and then the picture on the inside so pretty. The outer packaging actually has a different picture. I think it's really cute, and I'm keeping this. I think they did a really good job on the packaging and the art style of this collection. I love it. I think it's just very fitting, very beautiful. I could have done better myself. Like, it's right up my alley. I think I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna go into Yabos. Yabos. And I'm gonna put that on the lid. I'm just gonna pat on dry first and see how it goes. And get a nice base of it laid down. Do a finger. Oh yeah. Pop it on the finger. That's a good green. Hell yeah. You know how I feel about green eyeshadow. Green eyeshadow is my favorite. I'm just gonna bring that up to the socket, let it flow in to the other shades. Oh, that's so pretty. This is just a pretty look right here. Alright, and that's just done with a finger and a dry brush. Out of curiosity, I want to dampen the brush and see what it does. Oh, whoa, hello. Hello, shimmer. Alright. Okay, that's so pretty. I love it. Awesome. I'm going to take this little Morphe 152 and I'm going to jump into I Call It a Bus. Pack that on the outer corner. Just want to pop it right out here. Bring a little more depth. Oh, you can see the shimmers. I mean, they're not super obvious, but if you pat them on, you'll see them. And just a patting motion. I don't know if you can be able to see them on camera. And clean that brush off and just soften that edge. Just gonna soften that right around the edges right there. I think on the inner part here, I'm gonna take a little bit of Brew Potion. We'll do that on this 124. Very glittery. It's almost a pressed glitter, but not quite. Maybe it is a pressed glitter. It looks like it has a little bit of something to it, more than just a glitter though. I know pressed glitters and shades like that are not everyone's cup of tea, but they are my cup of tea. I love a good glitter. Easy to use one like this. Now, I don't know if that's meant to be used around the eye or anything. I don't know. Don't do as I do. That is looking really cool flowing into that green. Okay, I'm gonna take just a little bit of Winch now. I'm gonna pop that just under the brow bone. So far this has been a very easy palette to work with. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up this palette. We'll be back to do lower lash line finishing touches, final thoughts, and play with the liner and lip products. Okay, and we are back. I want to go into some of these purpley berry tones here. Let's do the liner first. Let's go ahead and pop that on. This is in the shade Trick or Treat. It is the purple in the collection, and it is such a pretty purple. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the lower waterline and kind of smudge it down some, and then we will go in with Dead Man's Toe to blend it out. Alright, that's pretty. I like that. That's a very pretty liner. Now we will take Dead Man's Toe on our little 152 brush. I've cleaned all the black off of it. I'm going to take it on one side of the brush, knock off the excess. Ooh, that was a lot of excess. And I'm going to start running that right across this lower lash line where the product is facing up on one side of the brush. And just kind of smudging the liner with it. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Oh yeah, purpley goodness. Build it up just a little bit and smoke it out some. Take the little flat brush we used to apply the green, and we're gonna go ahead and just dampen it just a little bit. And we're gonna take Daiquiri Binks. I'm gonna pop it kind of on this inner part. A little bit of metallic goodness under there to catch the light. That looks cool. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of Winch just around this inner corner. A little bit of the glitter. Let that flow into that purple. I'm going to take the little LA Girl brush I was using earlier and take a little bit of Hello Salem on the tip. And just run it right here, just to give that something to blend into, like a transition shade for the lower lash line. It's not like super obvious, but it's brings it together when you add a little bit of a lighter shade under there too. And right on this outermost corner, I'm gonna take a little liner brush here. I'm gonna take just a touch of Call It a Buzz and just get it right out here. Let that flow into the upper blending, just so that all merges into one color right out here on the outer corner. Alright, I like the eyeliner and I like those purple shades. Let's pop on a little bit of blush. I think I'm going to go in with Raw Honey from Melt for my blush. I'm just going to speed through this part. Alright, and to highlight, I think I'm going to take just a little bit of Winch from the palette, which is this light shimmer shade. And ooh, yeah, let's take a little highlight shade. They could have done that in a full size and be a highlighter in the collection. Could have. Should have. Live a good multi-purpose product. I just went and just hair and put on a pair of lashes, not from the collection. They're probably just some Ardell's or Kiss Salon Perfects. I don't know. They're drugstore lashes. I don't really care about fancy eyelashes that much. Lashes are on. Let's go ahead and do that lippy. I'm excited with the lip. I'm gonna go in with the lip liner first. This is called Lucky Rat Tail. This was the only color in the collection I was excited about as far as the lip products go. The rest of them all looked kind of the same. Like, they were shades of red, but I couldn't tell the difference between either one. And so I was like, this is the only one that stands out to me, and I love a good burgundy lip. Is this the eyeliner? Yeah, oops. I just, yep, totally aligned my lips with the eyeliner. They look very similar, okay? Like, pretty similar. Now let's go with the Bractel lip liner. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. God, derp. It's a very creamy lip liner. Blend it a little bit. Nice color. As a kid, I always loved Sarah's lipstick in the movie. She was my favorite, by the way. I always wanted to have those Sarah vibes about my style when I was a kid. Oh yeah. I used to like play Hocus Pocus in the backyard and pretend I was Sarah Sanderson. Alright, let's go on with the lipstick. This is the shade Sarah. Also, look how cute. It's got little spiders on the bullet. That's so cute. It's so cute. Very nice. Okay, I love that. Very good formula. I like the formula. That feels really good. And the color is beautiful. It's not too purpley. It's kind of that perfect, actually the perfect burgundy that I like. Where it's not too cool, it's not too warm, it's a little bit something muted about it. And this is the look all complete using the Hocus Pocus palette, lip kit, and eyeliner. Oh yeah, perfection. Love it. It's Halloween, it's spoopy, but it's not over the top a little too crazy. I like the little pop of glitter, but kind of didn't get too insane with it. And yeah, I think it looks really pretty and just nice. And this is something I would wear just every day because I like these kind of colors. This palette is, of course, right up my alley with the color scheme and the theme, and it's special, and I'm glad I was able to get my hands on it. Thank you, Chandra, for doing that. Thank you. And yeah, the lipstick, I think I actually love the lipstick more than I thought I would. This color is just kind of the perfect color. It reminds me of that Stila Stay All Day that I love so much. It's that same type of shade, and yes, I am here for it. The palette performed beautifully, the eyeliner performed beautifully, the colors are beautiful. Everything down to like the detail of the packaging is just perfection to me. It looks like a book on the side. Like, it's so cute and just so detailed. If you can get your hands on this collection and this color story speaks to you, get it. You won't be disappointed because the quality is there. I'm super happy with it. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching me play with this palette, create this look, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.